The lights are blinding, the crowd electric, and the tension thick enough to cut with a knife. Under the bright lights of Las Vegas, two undefeated middleweights stepped into the ring. Hamzah Sheeraz, the calm, towering technician from England, and Austin "Ammo" Williams, the fiery, aggressive American with knockout power in both hands. From the opening bell, you could feel this wasn't just another fight. It was a clash of egos, styles, and raw ambition. Both men knew that this night could define their careers. Round 1 began with calculated patience. Sheeraz, with his trademark long jab, immediately began establishing distance. His reach advantage was clear, that piston-like jab snapping through the air like a whip. Williams tried to find his rhythm early, crouching low, bobbing side to side, looking to explode with hooks to the body. But every time he tried to close the gap, Sheeraz tagged him with that jab, a reminder that this wasn't going to be easy. The first minute was pure chess, but then the violence erupted. Williams lunged forward with a looping left hand grazing Sheeraz's guard. Sheeraz countered instantly, a short, precise right hand down the middle. The sound echoed. Williams took it well, smiled, and nodded as if to say, "Okay, I see you." As the round went on, Sheeraz's timing began to show. He wasn't rushing anything. His jab was setting traps, measuring distance, and frustrating Williams. But to his credit, Williams refused to back down. He pressed forward relentlessly, trying to break through the wall of punches. The bell ended the round, and already the tone was set. Sheeraz's control versus Williams' chaos. Round 2 started with more urgency from Williams. You could see him trying to adjust, slipping inside and throwing combinations to the body. He landed a solid left hook that finally got Sheeraz's attention. The crowd roared, but Sheeraz didn't flinch. Instead, he reset, stepped back, and started punishing Williams with clean, straight shots. A jab, then a right hand, then a jab again. Textbook boxing. Every punch from Sheeraz looked effortless but deadly. Williams' aggression was slowly being used against him. Each time he attacked, he was walking into counters. Halfway through the round, Sheeraz landed a beautiful right uppercut, snapping Williams' head back. The referee glanced closely, but Williams waved it off and kept marching forward. By the end of round 2, Sheeraz had already painted a picture of what this fight was going to be. A masterclass in timing, accuracy, and composure. Round 3, and Williams came out swinging. He knew he couldn't let Sheeraz dictate the pace forever. He launched a barrage. Left hook, right hand, left hook again. One of those shots sneaked through. For a moment, Sheeraz was forced to hold. The crowd erupted again. Williams had his moment. He was shouting, pumping his fists, trying to rally himself back into the fight. But then came the response. Cold and clinical. Sheeraz waited for Williams to overcommit, then uncorked a short right hand that landed flush on the jaw. Williams's legs stiffened. Another jab followed, and then another right hand. Suddenly, the tide had turned. The bell saved Williams from further damage. The 4th round felt like the beginning of the end. Sheeraz had completely found his rhythm. His jab was no longer just a rangefinder. It was a weapon. He was snapping Williams' head back repeatedly, controlling every inch of the ring. Williams was trying to bob and weave, but Sheeraz's timing was impeccable. Every time he dipped, a punch was waiting for him. Midway through the round, Sheeraz landed a perfect 1-2. The right hand connected clean, and Williams stumbled back toward the ropes. Sheeraz followed up with a flurry. Uppercut, left hook, right straight. Williams was in trouble. His corner shouted for him to clinch, but Sheeraz's precision made that nearly impossible. The crowd could sense it. The commentators were on their feet. "Sheeraz is picking him apart," one of them yelled. The bell rang again. Williams survived, but barely. Round 5 opened with a quieter tension. Sheeraz, calm as ever, circled the ring, waiting for his moment. Williams tried to bite down on his mouthpiece and fight his way back. He swung wildly, desperate to land something big. And for a brief second, he did. A looping left caught Sheeraz high on the temple. It wasn't clean, but it reminded everyone that Williams still had power. But Sheeraz didn't panic. He adjusted his guard, stayed disciplined, and went right back to that jab. Over and over. It was like a metronome, perfectly timed, unrelenting. Each jab set up another power shot, and then the inevitable happened. A thunderous right hand from Sheeraz landed flush on Williams's chin. Williams staggered backward, his eyes unfocused. Sheeraz smelt blood. He pressed forward, firing a barrage of punches, left hook, right uppercut, another straight right. Williams tried to hold, but Sheeraz broke free and continued the assault. Williams went down. The crowd roared. The referee stepped in for the count. Williams got up at 8, shaking his head, trying to convince everyone he was fine. The fight resumed, but Sheeraz wasn't done. He landed another crisp combination, forcing the referee to make a crucial decision. By the 6th round, it was all Sheeraz. His control, his composure, and his precision were unmatched. Every punch looked effortless yet devastating. Williams was showing heart. He refused to quit, but his body language told the story. He was battered, breathing heavily, eyes swelling. Then came the defining moment. A perfectly timed uppercut from Sheeraz split through Williams' guard, followed by a lightning-fast right cross. Williams went down again, this time hard. The referee rushed in and waved it off. It was over. Hamzah Sheeraz had done it. A brutal, statement-making victory over Austin Williams. The kind of performance that makes the boxing world stop and take notice. As Sheeraz raised his gloves in triumph, the camera zoomed in on his face. Calm, focused, almost expressionless. This wasn't just a win. It was dominance. A clinic in skill, discipline, and patience. Williams, to his credit, showed immense heart. He fought to the very end, but the technical gap was too wide. Sheeraz's jab, timing, and ring IQ were on another level. This was the night Hamzah Sheeraz truly arrived as a world-class contender. In the post-fight interview, Sheeraz spoke with humility. "Respect to Austin Williams," he said. "He came to fight. But I told everyone, my jab is my best weapon, and tonight you saw why." Reporters and analysts were quick to react. Some called it the best performance of his career. Others said it was a glimpse into the future of the middleweight division. Because at just 25 years old, Sheeraz had shown maturity and skill beyond his years. Boxing fans knew they had just witnessed something special. Not just a highlight reel knockout, but a demonstration of boxing at its purest. A tall, rangy fighter using his tools perfectly, staying calm under pressure, and delivering punishment with surgical precision. And for Williams, while the loss was devastating, his courage couldn't be questioned. He went out on his shield, fighting with everything he had. Sometimes, in boxing, you meet someone who just has your number, and on this night, that man was Hamzah Sheeraz. As the replay rolled, fans relived every punch in slow motion. The jab, stiff, relentless. The right hand, sharp, clean, deadly. The uppercut, picture perfect. Every moment told a story of preparation meeting opportunity. Sheeraz's team celebrated quietly, knowing this was only the beginning. The win wasn't just about knocking out Williams. It was about sending a message to the entire middleweight division. Hamzah Sheeraz is here, and he's coming for everyone. The commentators closed the broadcast with one final note. This wasn't just a beatdown. This was an evolution. A star being born before our eyes. The camera panned across the ring. One fighter rising to the top, another left bloodied but unbroken. That's boxing. That's what makes it brutal, beautiful, and unforgettable. Hamzah Sheeraz versus Austin Williams will be remembered not only for the knockout but also for the masterclass that led to it. Every jab, every punch, every moment of control. For the fans watching around the world, this fight was everything boxing promises. Heart, skill, and the kind of drama only this sport can deliver. Hamzah Sheeraz walked out of the arena that night with more than a victory. He walked out with validation, with momentum, and with the look of a man destined for greatness. The road to the world title just got shorter, and the boxing world better take note.